Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm here to speak about how you can reconnect with your true, authentic self through understanding your emotional, behavioral, and energetic patterns. This time, I would like to talk with you about integration, about personal integration, and show what I mean through my own examples, through my own story. Hands up, whoever thought that I don't like my name. Well, all my childhood I was pissed off because my parents named me Anna, and this is one of the most commonly used names in the world. Plus on top, I've checked the meaning of this name and it ended up to be empathetic, kind. So for me, 13 years old, that was not cool. Moreover, I didn't like my surname because that sounded extremely Slavic for me. It would be really hard to calculate how many nicknames I was adopting just to change my name and do not show my surname. I was just like, why I couldn't have a nice name, and when would I be able to finally change my surname? Fortunately, I haven't done that. I think just something has changed in my head. But later on, many years later, I realized that our name and our surname is our direct connection to our lineage. And through this line, through this channel, we receive support, we receive resources from all our ancestors. With that being said, if I would change my given name and surname, I would be cut off from all the support and all the resources that the past generations in my family could ever give me. Then, country, city, nationality. Oh, this is an immense topic. So, I live in Europe more than 10 years. I moved right after I finished high school, and as far as I remember, I was ashamed that I am Ukrainian. And guess some cliches and stereotypes that were present back the days were even adding to this. But that was not the main reason. The biggest one, I think, was that the social conditioning around where I was growing up made me think that the grass is always greener somewhere where I'm not. So somewhere in another city, in another country, that would be definitely better. And I was pretty inventive in that because besides of the fact that I was trying to hide it down from Ukraine, from people from abroad, I was also trying to hide my hometown from people who are from Ukraine, and I was saying that I'm from Odessa just because, again, my town would be smaller and it's not so nice, and I would make up different stories, I think even involving my parents, just to what? Just to escape from myself, just to be cooler, just to not be who I am. I was quite good in masking, and I was constantly hearing from people that they would never guess that I'm not from Poland. They were just thinking that I'm not from Warsaw. And I was taking it as the hugest compliment ever. Also, I was completely pissed off every time someone, whether friendly or not really, was pointing me that you must be from Slavic bloc. What the heck, dude? I've never asked you. In general, that time of life I'm remembering as being lost, completely lost, engaging myself in various stuff, but not really wanting anything and being hyper jealous to all the people around who kind of made it and were successful in their creative fields. But also I was somewhere on the beginner stage in basically every field that I could only touch on, searching for something that may eventually fulfill me. Now I'm going to explain the energetic backstage of the issue. So disagreement is one of the biggest energy drainers, and we can disagree with many things. Maybe with someone's argument, maybe with how we look like, maybe with how things are developing in the world. But okay, how do you think? What is the part of my energy I was literally splurging on being disagree with things that I cannot change? I simply cannot change that I was born in Ukraine. I simply cannot change how I was named. I was fighting with things that are outside my influence, instead of switching the focus to what can I do with that, why it is given to me. Own family, this is another thing that people tend to disagree with, but I will only briefly touch upon, because I think that at this point it is quite clear that our relation, I mean our, mine, yours, to other members of our families plays a huge role in our well-being as adult people, but not only on a mental level, it's also energetic level, guys. I think that the main message for this video is that fragmentation of your identity will block you from any spiritual growth. And you know, if you deny your country of origin, your name, your nationality, and now we do not talk, please, like that, now we do not talk about the country politics, about what's going on in the country. It's not about that. It's only about our relation to the country, the fact that we appear there. So if we disagree with that, if we deny that, if we say like, oh, but I am the quantum being, I came from another planet, I was living in different galaxies for many incarnations, bullshit. Go and do your homework, because this is you as your higher self have chosen this specific place on earth in a very specific time with a very specific people around, I mean your family, to lead you through a very concrete experience. And you disagree with that because you prefer to stick to your identity from another realm, but you live here in this tangible, like this, world. It sounds to me a little bit like spiritual bypassing, to be honest. So going back to the initial question, how do you think, do we belong to where we were born?